Yo, what's up, everybody, man? I wanted to hit this topic, man, because I was watching ESPN First Take and I saw Max Kellerman trying to get there, and I saw Molly basically just try to insinuate certain things on him a little bit, and that whole mindset, and Stephen A. can relate to this as well. Stephen A. Smith, he can relate to this as well. That being careful, taking precaution uh, is not victim blaming. We got to be practical. We have to be practical. When I was a kid, we had different programs that would help us. When I was I'd say about 7, 8 years old, these different programs, they would come maybe once, twice a year, and they would come to our school and they would visit us, and they would tell us, these different program directors, they would tell us, you know what, try the buddy system, because you never know who's coming. That's not victim blaming. It's not the child's fault that there needs to be a buddy system, right? But we have to be practical, and we have to be logical. We don't live in this fairy tale world. No one is validating that a woman should get raped simply because she dresses a certain way, simply because she gets drunk and gets passed out. But you have to be logical and say, guess what? You can't do that. You can't do that. If I have a daughter, I'm telling her, don't do that. Don't get so wasted to the point where you can't make your way home, that you can't remember what happened. You wake up and in a life altering event changed your life. There's a Jay-Z, and this in regards to, and now what I'm about to address is now talking about robbing and being, there's thieves out here in the world. There's a Jay-Z song, and he says, "I pity the fool with jewels like Mr. T that come up in my city." Basically saying that if you come in with so much jewelry in a certain neighborhood, you increasing your odds. It's not guaranteed. It doesn't mean that it's okay for you to get robbed. No one's saying that. But we have to be logical and say, okay, logically, I'm increasing my odds by doing something. You see what I'm saying? And all we're trying to do, in my opinion, is just decrease odds of certain things happening. And in my opinion, if you go to a club, if you're a young lady and you get wasted, or you go to a party with people you don't know and you get wasted and you're passed out, it is not a license for a man to touch you at all. And that man, and we can make another video on that, or we can touch that now, that how disgusting that is. But we have to hit this topic of being careful. We are putting other people's lives in danger, thinking that we can just do anything we want. We can't. I can't do anything I want. And there's so many factors. For one, it's, it could be neighborhood factors. It could be color your skin factor. It could be anything. I've been in neighborhoods, man, where white people have tried to kick me out of the damn neighborhood because I come through jogging. Because I came through jogging, that white people have said certain things to me. Oh, note to self, don't go there. You don't know what could pop off. No, yeah, from an ethical standpoint, they fucked up, right? Because all I'm doing is jogging. I'm not fucking with them. But let's be logical, though. Let's be logical. This isn't about this perfect world. We don't have this perfect world. So we got to quit this. We got to save lives. We got to be smart, man. I'm not walking around thinking I could just do anything I want, because if anything happens to me, it's their fault. True, it is their fault. But I'm not trying to get myself caught in certain situations. I'm trying to be smart, man. I'm trying to be smarter. And not to say that if you fall under this, you're dumb. It doesn't mean you're dumb, but it does mean that you probably are a little oblivious to certain things that go on in this world. Certain things can increase odds. There's certain lifestyles that can almost mandate that you will die by a gun. If you want to go out and you want to do certain things, selling drugs doesn't mean you have to die. Doesn't mean you have to, but it can certainly increase those odds that you will get murdered. You see what I'm saying? So you have to just think about certain things and understand that when people are saying certain things, this whole PC thing that we have to do all the time, it's going to get some people hurt. It's really going to get some people hurt, because there are evil people out here who don't give a damn about this, about anybody doing none of these things. Like, as I said, a dude coming through in a certain neighborhood with too much jewels on, or people getting passed out at parties, or certain things. It's just how it is. That's just how it is. And it doesn't mean we can't speak on that in the sense of, let's speak on that with disgust and just say, because I don't want to leave it at it just is what it is, or it's just how it is. I don't want to leave it at that. But I do want to say, okay, as we're making changes and trying to rehabilitate people, or make people better people, in the sense that maybe they won't rape, as much, or maybe they won't be thieves as much, or they won't be prone to violence as much. But there are certain things that have happened, and people came to me and said, "Bruh, why are you out so late?" "Oh, I didn't do nothing. I'm just out. I'm just out chilling." Yeah, but they understand it. They understand that it's increasing odds. So increasing the odds of violence or any random thing, can happen to you at that time. So it's just about trying to increase odds of safety and just trying to be, I think, in my opinion, as careful as possible. You have to be careful. This is not a perfect world. It's not a perfect world. Until we get to that perfect world, then we can just start doing anything we want. We can walk around and do and say anything we want to people and nothing bad will happen. But until we get to that point, let's be careful. Let's drink responsibly if you can do that. I don't drink at all. Let's put ourselves around people who we can trust. Let's not get wasted around strangers. Let's try to be a little smart. Once again, not disrespecting those and saying that they're not smart. I have women in my family who've had to deal with this situation, so I'm not trying to be ignorant to their plight at all. But you have to be smart. You have to be cognizant. You have to be conscious of what's going on. You have to be aware, and we can't just do anything we want. So I hope people get something out of this video. This video was not a means to attack Molly Carum at all. So I'm not gonna do the woman bashing thing. I have respect for her. I have respect for the show. Fan of the show. But what I did want to address that. So I want to make sure people that if you do watch this video, please comment on the video. Do not do the woman bashing thing, because that's not what this video is about. So I appreciate it. This video ran a little longer than I expected, so I appreciate anyone who finished it out, stuck through.